Okay, what a give me a somebody give me a one in the chat if you can hear us. Cause we moving now. We got the camera. We got the. Let me see. They giving us wait a minute. Okay, how we sound now? Okay, we loud and clear. Okay, we back. Slack everybody. Look, the devil thought he had me, but God got me. Scope, scope, scope. Hey, but real quick, hold on. Let's start it back over. Let's run it back. Reporting live from St. Lucifer, Missouri. This is Captain the Goggle Boy. This is my main man, Officer Abadazar, reporting live from hell. You understand? Did I do your thing right?
Yeah, you got it.
Did I do your thing right? Because look, Officer Abad is going to be dropping some heavy topics, man. You understand? And I'm telling you, this is St. Lucifer, Hell, Missouri. Okay, the brother going to be reporting live from hell. Okay. So, like I said, look, everybody make sure y'all stay tuned in, keep rocking with us. You know what I mean? As we bring out this truth and as we wake up our people, okay? So let me see. We what we got? What's the first one? Like I said, this is Black History Month, right? And it ain't over, it's almost over. Okay. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? Why in the hell is President's Day in the middle of Black History Month? The month, wait a minute, the month, you got the whole year, and then you take and give us 1 month, a few days out the doggone year, for real.
Right.
The fewest days in the month.
Shortest month.
The shortest month there is. And then you got President's Day in the middle of Black History Month. You already know. They want us to continue to guess what? Now listen, who we got? My shot in the field. We got some feedback out. You got to adjust your area and keep it set like that. You want it stationary to where it don't move, it don't touch, don't nobody play with it, move it. Don't be taking pictures on your laptop and you know what I'm saying, paying your bills on. You want to use it just for this right here. Still, I can still hear it. I can still hear the echo. You gotta fix
still hear it?
Go ahead, brother.
You can still hear it now, sir?
What you say?
I said, Salaki, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Shabbat Thumb. You still hear it?
Hey, Yahweh Hashem. One second now. Because it's every time I talk. Okay, so let me see. No, I think it's good now. Hold on, unmute and let me talk so I can hear.
Go ahead, come on, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's good now. I don't hear it.
All right, come on, sir. Most High
might be good.
Most High Christ.
Yeah, right. Most High Christ. Let me turn this thing up. Turn that light shit off. All right, go ahead, Amon.
Kind, sir. Yeah, that President's Day and Black History Month. That's like it's equivalent to the native Indians in the damn Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
all
a damn disgrace.
You know what they doing. They know exactly what they doing, huh? You know, they know what they doing. And guess what? We know what they doing, and we're not gonna let up off of them. We're not gonna take our eyes off of them. We're not gonna turn around and think to join them and get comfortable in this place. I mean, it's so much happening here. We should be on our toes, on our P's and Q's at all times.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So much going on. You know, but we're gonna get into a little bit of the history, and we're gonna bring it forward a little bit, and we're gonna turn around and show you how nothing has changed, man. None of it has changed. Okay, it's still the same. It's still going on. It's still going on. It was going on back then, and it's still going on right now today. And we're gonna show you that. Okay, go ahead.
Kind of. 80% of St. Louis County homes built by 1950 have racial covenants.
Keep going.
Years ago, Kim Rumspa was researching whether her employer at the time, the Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District, needed to maintain pipes in parts of St. Louis County. While leafing through old subdivision plat books for answers, she stumbled across something shocking. Handwritten documents stating that only white people could live there.
Good night. And wait, hold on. Is this a fact today, or is it just back then? Or black people free to move wherever they want? Or does that same thing still exist today? And guess what? It's still going on right now to this day.
Kind.
There's still areas that you can't even drive in. You understand? You talking about you black and you get to go wherever you want and all this. Yeah, right. But you know where not to go around here. You
Right.
understand? Where's the sundown town that's in? There's still a
Plenty of
It's plenty of them. Damn, what's the most one that they just featured on the news? You know, that was the last year. They turned around. I'm finna look it up. Keep reading. I'm finna see if I can find it real quick. Sundown Town is still here. To where, guess what? You niggas better be in your own neighborhood before the sun go down. Good doggone night. Come on with it, Doc.
Kind. During the first half of the 20th century, racial covenants were common practice among developers across the country, who attached them to dozens of homes at a time in new subdivisions to keep black families as well as other racial and ethnic minorities from moving in. Covenants have been outlawed for decades, but new research highlights just how pervasive the use of racial covenants was in St. Louis County and how they shaped where people of color could live.
And check this out. There was the first, I think, brother that moved out there was a teacher.
Right.
The Ferguson, right?
Kind.
It's in St. Louis County. That's in St. Louis County. One of them counties is Ferguson. And there was the first brother that moved out there, and he had hell. He caught all hell, brother. Him and his wife, I believe, they were teachers. You understand? People, right?
Right.
They wasn't the kind that was like thugs, right? It wasn't the kind that was like using drugs. It wasn't the kind that, you know what I'm saying, that they say was too dark and they scared of them and all that nonsense they come up with just to have a reason to hate on you. You understand? You know what? They turned around and they were decent people, and they got denied too. They tried to run their brother and his family out of Ferguson.
Kind.
You know what I mean? Now, where's the part at where it gets into the deeds and what they say? You come across that part yet? To what they actually had said on the deeds and how they turned around and wrote that in, saying that they wanted to keep this their communities white. It's in there somewhere. But here's a list of the sundown town in Missouri right now to this day in St. Louis. Right, you got Donovan, Missouri. You got Ferguson, Missouri. Ferguson, you still can't drive through there. And it's a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, man, that live in Ferguson. But there is proof, statistics, and facts that you could find that in Ferguson, you can't drive around in Ferguson in the day or the damn night.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't drive around in Ferguson day or night because they will stop you. Anytime I ride through there, that's all they're doing. The police just pulling people over everywhere. Everywhere. They stopping folks, brothers and sisters everywhere. in Ferguson, this was so much of a crime by itself. There was a sister that fought to have a law put in place to help the black citizens in Ferguson get some relief from those criminal cops. And they were supposed to, when they conducted a stop of whatever kind, they were supposed to fill out a separate form. They had to fill out the incident report, and then they had this second report to fill out right after that supposedly went into more detail than the first one. And they turned around and did it for 1 month. They filled out their report for 1 month and said, to hell with this report. You can take this and shut. This is a law. This is a bill. This has been passed into a law. And you know what they said? They said, to hell with that. We ain't doing that. We're doing no such thing. Like, to show you just how much these people hate us, man. To where statistically, there are white people in Ferguson that have more drugs but get pulled over less. Commit more crimes but get stopped and unalived less. Black folks, the statistic is that black people have less drugs and commit less crimes in the city of Ferguson. And they get pulled over more. They get unalived more. And then guess what? They turn around, put that into a law and said, we'll do it for 1 month. And then after that, they stopped and said, to hell with that. Just to show you how big of a criminal our oppressor really is. Okay? So you find the details on that yet? So where they wrote that in the hold on, let me finish with the list. The Sundown Town list: Lamar, Missouri; Monette, Missouri; Pierce City, Missouri; Smithville, Missouri; Stone County, Missouri; Sullivan, Missouri; and Taney County, Missouri. You understand? And this is them the sundown towns today. They make just back in 1800s. You know what I mean? It ain't just early 1900s. It ain't even 1930 and 40. 2024. That's what this list is right here. You want to read some more in order? Go ahead.
It says, while in the city, you see for the most part these defensive covenants around historic African American neighborhood. In the county is much more a project of big developers building new subdivisions and restricting them to those, as it was usually said, wholly of the Caucasian race.
Wholly is the what?
Of the Caucasian race.
Man. Cool, you go.
Gordon found racial covenants were prevalent across inner ring suburbs that developed first in the regions such as Clayton, University City, and Ferguson. But he also found covenants farther west in places like Ladue and Huntley. And
they were saying, we're going to stop and we're going to hinder black people from living in the areas where we live at, right? That's what this list is now. Come, go ahead, break it down. Nice and loud. Oh, that was it? Okay, well, no sweat. Go to the next one. So yeah, this is a known fact. And last week, we just brought out how in the city, right here, there's the dividing line, right? And we're on the opposite side of that line. You got the black side, and then you got the white only side over there. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And my wife's mother, she going through it right now with her house. She got a mansion in the ghetto. And if her house was on that side of Delmore, it'd be worth like $400,000.
Probably more.
But it's
more.
It's on Taylor and 70 and Carter.
Oh yeah.
It's only worth $100,000.
Oh yeah, it's on the black side.
Yeah.
It's on the dividing line side. It's on this side over here.
You got a circle driveway with the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Gated backyard. With a garage. With 2-car garage go into the house. A big deck go all the way around the house. And a pool in the backyard and in the ground.
And if I'm mistaken, she put all that in there.
Yeah, built it
from
the ground
so
up.
That's supposed to make the number of your house go up.
Yeah.
But look where it's at though.
$100,000.
And look, you know they do that on purpose too. To where they play that number game with, you know what I'm saying, with our communities, with everything that we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In certain areas, you could buy a house and the equity would never go up.
Right.
And guess what? That's what they're doing right now in the hood. They doing that in the hood to where like Obama is expressing about his mother-in-law house. The woman built it from the ground.
Yep.
Big mansion, amazing house, but it ain't worth a dime. Let's just put it like that. Even though she built it and put it together and made it just as fabulous as could be, it ain't worth a dime. Ain't worth a dime. She ain't gonna get nowhere near the money that she done put into it if she needed to. Yep. So guess what? They've been doing that. They've been doing that to us. This whole thing, that's why they letting the area dilapidate the way that it is. They're gonna come in here and buy it back. They're gonna say it ain't worth nothing, no way.
Yep.
It ain't worth nothing.
You're gonna sell it for $500,000.
Guess what? Guess what? These new houses that they even building in this area. You seen the new ones? You know what they're gonna do with that? They letting folks rent them out. They getting a little bit of money that they can for them, a little bit of Section 8 that they can for right now. Then in a couple of years, they're gonna switch it over. They're gonna rehab it. They're gonna move us out. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna turn around and bring their people in. That's what they doing. That's what they are doing all over the place. They plan on making this part that they want back the city just as lily white as can be. Whiter than snow. Okay? That's their goal. And that's what they are trying to do. Like, I just don't understand, man. Like you done oppressed us all these years, took everything from us, had hundreds of years of free labor. They money just growing and growing and growing and stacking in their banks. While we barely making anything now. You know what I mean? The income level over on this side, I think the highest what is it? What is that? 30,000 that people are expected to make on this side? Like it's insane. It's insane. And this is intentional. And now that was back then, right? We just ran you an article. I think that was in the 1950s, right? 40s. It was like in the 1940s, 1950s.
50s.
Huh?
50s.
In the 50s? Okay, in the 50s. That was 1950. Now let's go 2024. Let's see if anything changed. Come on with it out.
Advancing economic development in persistent poverty communities. It says, once a thriving industrial metropolis, the St. Louis region struggles with slow growth and a long history of racial divides.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. What is that song they always sing? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Are we overcoming yet?
Hell no.
I mean, come on. All these years of marching and protesting and begging and pleading. Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot. I am a man. And, oh, come on, man. And today, this is today. This is a new article.
Yeah.
And we still in this same spot to where we're still faced with all of this racism. Why won't white people just be cordial to black people, man?
Right.
Why they can't just you ain't gotta walk, but you ain't gotta say hi. You don't have to say, smile. You don't have to talk to me. Just leave us alone. How about that? How about they do that? Or do they just have to show just how much they hate us?
Yeah.
But they talk about us, and we're the ridiculous ones. We're the angry black men. We're the hood boogers, and what else they like to call us? They like to call us all kinds of things.
Jigaboo.
But they are the ones that are still what they call who's that?
Back in the 50s, we was jigaboo.
Man, you hear me? Jigaboo and doggone thing else, boy. Yeah. They got a name. Well, they got all kinds of names for us, all kinds of terms for us. And guess what? None of us are bothering them. We're not in their neighborhoods.
Right.
We're not turning around and trying to oppress them. We're not doing any of that to them. But guess what? They are doing it to us.
Kind of.
Go, come on with it, buddy.
We still suffering from trying to dig ourselves out of that pit of hell they had us in 1950.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? We still down there drowning in the flames.
trying to dig out of that, like you said.
Right.
And here we go, right now to this day. Yep. A once thriving industrial metropolis. The city of St. Louis. But now look at it. Mm-hmm. Now look at who was working the damn metropolis? Us.
Yep.
We were. And look at it now. Look at it now. Good night. You got some more on that?
Kind.
Go ahead. Come on with it.
Persistently poor group of census tracts centered around North St. Louis.
Now, hold on. Now, 1 second. That's where your mother-in-law house at, right?
Kind.
That's where the house at. And they're dealing with this racial divide. She's dealing with that over there right now, to where she can't even get her home to the equity and the value to reflect the money that she spent. Yep. You understand? She can't even get that. Okay, the same area. Come on with it.
North St. Louis struggles under the weight of depopulation and decades of private disinvestment.
Decades of private disinvestment. They intentionally would not turn around and fix up our areas like streets, parks. They don't pick up trash. Have you seen the downtown exit, bro? When soon as you get off right there at what's that, 10?
Kind.
You see all of the trash right there?
Kind.
They paying the city workers to evict the homeless from all of the tent cities. Everywhere that they move, they turn around and evicting them. Remember when we went to go feed them downtown? You see how they did the carport.
Right.
We got pictures of when they were living under the carport downtown on the riverfront. They went and fenced the doggone carport off so that they couldn't live under there. They sleeping outside. You don't even want them to sleep outside.
Right.
You won't help them and give them a place to stay. Come on with it.
The ISUPK in St. Louis is the only ones talking about this. You know what I'm saying? To Shara Jones and all them. That's why we had the topic the other week ago about voting for your own damn oppression. You know what I'm saying? That's all you don't do. You know what I'm saying? This is the proof right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
absolutely.
You doing it for nothing. It's vain. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, like the Bible says.
Absolutely nothing. And then, speaking of Tashara Jones, she is trying to do something about it.
Oh yeah, she said. What did she say?
She's trying to get rid of them.
Oh yeah.
She went to Jefferson City. This was the week after you did that class. The show. After we did that podcast that week, the next week, she went to Jefferson City with urgent documents. She slapped on the desk. She wants to hurry up and get done.
Mm.
She's trying to fix a levee. She wants to fit. That was the first thing on the list that she brought up. Guess where the levee at? On the riverfront. Down there where the homeless is living at. She wants to turn around. And if you think about something, that's what they've been doing.
Right.
To try to run them off instead of just taking a few of them dollars. Find a spot that they could live in and be halfway decent in there.
Right.
They can't even do that. She turned around and she put that list on the desk, said, we need money to get this levee fixed. That's the downtown levee.
Mm-hmm.
That's that levee downtown. So she can run them off from there. Think about it.
She gonna
They're
gonna give her that.
Oh, they're gonna hurry up and do it because that's an excellent idea.
Yeah.
The reason she's trying to fix it is to get rid of the problem that's down there, the natives that's living down there. They ain't got nowhere to go.
Right.
So, she's gonna fix that. Yeah, I think we're gonna fix that. You're right. They're gonna hurry up and do that. Because guess what else they did? When they ran them off from the library on 14th and I keep forgetting that street out. Where the library is, right there on 14th.
14th and
it's next to Washington. Two streets over from Washington.
Olive.
No, one over from Olive. Right behind, the front of the library is on Olive and the back of the library is on the next street.
Right.
Going toward Washington. That street right there, whatever that is. They ran them off from there. They turned around. They were sleeping in the park right there. The city ran them off, fenced off the park, and turned it into a dog park. Yeah. They took all of the benches and the playground and everything they were sleeping on. Right. They took all of it away. Right? They moved them from there to 14th and that's Market, right?
Okay.
14th and Market, where they had the two tent cities at. They turned around. Those are two parks right there. They fenced that off, right? They turned around and fenced off. They were sleeping on right by the Enterprise Center. They were sleeping there on the vents trying to get some heat. They fenced off the vents. They fenced off the vents, man, to show you how cruel and unusual our oppressor is. Our poor brothers and sisters were sleeping on a vent trying to get some heat, and they turned around and stopped them from doing that. But they won't help them, though. They'll run them off.
Right.
But they won't help them. Then you know what was insane? When COVID-19 hit, there was an order that nobody could be outside. You remember that? After a certain time, you had to go in the house. They turned around and ordered the homeless off of the ground and did not provide a place for them to go. I'm sitting there like, what are they supposed to do? They live outside. Where are they supposed to go?
Right.
You won't open up your doors and just put them in a building. There are plenty of buildings where they could turn around and put them in, put some cots. Hell, they got their own blankets.
Right.
They got their own. They got their own private place. They got their own tent. They got tents to where you can have a whole warehouse and they can be inside with some heat and some air, so they won't be out on the streets. But our president is such a diabolical beast, man. He won't do it. But he gonna keep running them off from ground to ground to ground to ground to ground, wherever they moving at.
Right.
Like, that is insane. They turned around and just a month ago, right? That was a month ago when they fenced off the city hall,
right,
and Tent City again to run them off again. Right. Camilla Harris was coming on Friday. Tashara Jones on Monday said, "Oh, we need to fix that. That's terrible out there. That is ugly out there. That is ugly out there. Ugh." She didn't have no compassion for them people and said, "Damn, man, we need to put, just a building and, give them a place to sleep." at least, you know,
Right.
because they get up and go places and try to find jobs and try to be productive in the daytime, you know. So we gonna at least give them somewhere comfortable and safe as possible, as much as possible,
Right.
you know. Nope, she won't even do it. They won't even do it. And they keep just running them off from place to place to place. Like this is insane.
Right.
And they doing us the same way, even when you try to buy a house. Even if you want to live in a decent neighborhood, oh no. Do like Abon's mother-in-law and put you some money into your own community. Oh no, it's not worth a dime now. Yeah, we know you spent half a meal, but that so sorry for you.
Right.
Basically, that's what they're saying. You know. So, like I said, we still going through this, man. It hasn't changed. They not trying to stop oppressing us. This gonna go on forever. These people are never going to change, man. Get that out of your head. Get that through your thick skull. That these people are never going to turn around and join you. Racism is going to reign in the minds of white people forever. And guess who the target is? You black people, you Hispanic people, you Native Indian people. You are the target. You are their target. And they're never going to turn around and let up. They're just going to train and, hit their target, dead center. That's what they going to do. That's what they're going to do. Go ahead, man.
Like this article saying, decades of deindustrialization, suburbanization, discriminatory housing policies, and depopulation. That depopulation, like how they got everything blocked off and put in areas to where they got the homeless just with open air drug mart. You know what I'm saying? They know that the drug dealers are, you know what I'm saying, infiltrating those areas, but they just let them run rampant. You know, like in front of City Hall, you know what I'm saying? Like when we did that food drive, they just pulling up, just selling the drugs and smoking the drugs right outside the court building, City Hall. Like, there's no surveillance or cameras or police station right across the street.
Yeah.
You know, that's the depopulation. They want us to be unalive. They want us to unalive each other. They want us to overdose. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Depopulation. That's exactly what it just said right here.
Absolutely.
It said all these things are combined with depopulation. Man, depopulation means somebody going to the upper room. Yeah. Somebody's going in the ground.
Yeah, that's basically how they doing it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, now the depopulation is just how people are moving from this city to another. But you know what they doing to us.
Yeah.
All of the things that they, and I just want to make it clear for the people that's listening. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the drugs that they put into our neighborhood, all of the oppression that has been happening to us has been causing all types of mental issues and health issues and everything else. These are facts. These are known facts. We bring out all the facts about this every single time we talk about this, and they've been conducting studies, and recent studies show that the oppression that we have been suffering has been causing us mental issues. This is why we're dropping like flies everywhere. That black on black crime that you see, it's not just because we hate each other so bad. It's because that our people have been being oppressed for so long, and they got all this built up and this anger and this frustration, and we scared as hell to take it out on them. So what do? We take it out on one another. And I'm not saying go take out your frustrations on them. What I'm telling you to do is you come into the ISUPK up under Commander General YAHANNA, and you learn how to control that doggone anger. You understand? We can show you what to do with it. We can give you plenty of work. Commander General YAHANNA has plenty of work for you. You understand? To where you can still keep that mindset that you got, that anger, that frustration. The Bible says that oppression maketh a wise man angry. So you got every right to be angry because this oppressor just keeps on oppressing. Jump to the last article, so we can hit that one right now before we get about it. We got a few more minutes. So, like I said, you got every right to be angry. From what we've been suffering here in America, no, guess what? No other nation of people would just, hey man, can we all just get along? That's not what they would say. Can we just let bygones be bygones?
Right.
We all bleed red. Yeah, the whole bunch of our red been bleeding for years. We've been bleeding out for years at the hands of these people, man. And the only solution is to separate from them. You got to drop Christmas, man. You got to drop 4th of July. I don't know what the hell make a nigger want to celebrate the 4th of July for. Him getting his independence and you ain't even got none. That's insane.
Right.
That's insane to me. But go ahead, read that article.
Come. 50 years later, America is still two nations.
In 1 second, this is an article by a sister. You understand? What's the sister's name?
K. Wise Whitehead.
This sister turned around and wrote this article, right? Go ahead, keep on.
One white, one black, separate and unequal.
This place here is two nations, right? One white, one black, divided and unequal. And that's the way it's gonna stay. That's the way it's gonna stay. And guess what? I agree. That's the way it should be. We should never. That dream of Martin Luther King has been nothing but a nightmare for our people, man. We was separated and segregated everything, schools and buses and everything, and it should have stayed that way. We didn't need to integrate with them. Look at us now. Look at us now, 50 years later, and it's still that way.
Damn right it is.
Here you are fighting 50 years long at joining somebody that clearly don't want to join you. Trying to integrate with an animal.
Right.
Like you are purposely just walking into a cage and shutting the cage door. You walk in and you turn to shut the cage and lock it, and then you already saw the pit bull and the Rottweiler, you know what I mean, before you even walked in there. You saw the lion before you even walked in the thing. But you went in and turned around and shut it and locked, and then you, nice lion.
Right.
Nice, like you like Pops on Friday. Please don't bite me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? That dog he's going to bite you. He's going to bite you. And guess what? Our oppressor he's going to oppress you, man. He's not going to let up. Why is it taking so goddamn long?
Right.
If we're what they like to say, we gotta keep hope alive. We gotta fight the good fight. This fight right here in America ain't even worth fighting, man.
Nope.
You should stop wanting to fight. You should give it up. You should say, you know what, to hell with this, man. To hell with this, right? You can keep this. You can have this. And you know what we should do? We should about face and turn to each other and then turn around and show each other some love. 50 years that we've been trying to love our oppressors, and look at where we're lacking at with one another. We're trying to love them so doggone much to where we ain't got no love for one another. We see a brother or a sister and instantly we mean mugging, we looking crazy, we talking crazy. We got something to say about them, but then as soon as we see our oppressor, oh hey, how you doing? Go to work, and you doing your best to turn around and be. I was just talking to a sister that was a nurse, right? The sister's a nurse, and she was telling me, wait, whoa, I got that article too. We bringing that one up too, to where the nurses of our people and doctors, the professionals in the medical field, the healthcare field, are now speaking out about the racism that the racist treatment that blacks get versus whites.
Oh, yeah.
You know, white folks get treated with love and care when they go to the doctor. But when we go to the doctor, if you ain't got no insurance, boy, they look at you up and down.
Yeah, can't get no
if you got some Medicaid, they barely want to take care of it. They complain about that because it's free. Because poor people have to get free health care. They mad about that too. Come on with it.
And they got the little room with the Sierra Mist sodas in it, and the little Jello cups and the milks.
Mm-hmm.
Black people, where the black people go, it's locked.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it ain't no warm blanket machine. Ain't none of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no what's that? In the little drawers where I used to keep the Band-Aids and the sponges and all that. Ain't none of that.
They got all that on lock.
Nah,
they got all that on lock. They bring that out. It's got a barcode on the back. They say, "Give me your wrist."
Yeah.
Scan your wrist and charge everything, every item that they finna do on. If it's a needle, and they turn around when they open that, before they open the pack on the needle, they got to scan that barcode.
Yeah.
Charge you what, $75 for the needle.
Man.
Then the bottle of medicine that they're gonna give you, that they're gonna inject you with, they got to scan that. Then the doggone pill pack, they're gonna give you some pain pills. They got to scan that. They scan everything, and then it go right onto your account.
Yeah.
To where the nurse just came into your room, and now you owe $675.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy.
Yes, sir.
They racking in the door on that. You got some more on that though? Give me a little more on that. Come on with it. We just at the time. So I said,
basically saying that with this article that where we moving towards two societies, one black and one white, separate and unequal. It says that the report, this is the statement. It says that we're looking at this report through the eyes of the white man's eyes in a white perspective. It says that they suggested that the main cause for urban violence was white racism, and that white America needed to fully and completely shoulder most of the responsibility for the rioting and rebellion that was happening across the country.
Mm.
It says in 1967 alone, more than 1,800 mostly black people had been injured and 83 people had been unalive. The property
damages, that's just 1 year, right?
Yeah.
That's just 1 year. It ain't like a whole long time. That's just 1 year.
You know that number is way more than that.
Come on.
But this is killer right here. It says the property damages were valued at upwards of $100 million in over 120 cities. So they know they owe, man. They destroyed everything we built every time we built it.
Good doggone night. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
In 1967, they $100 million in damages against black people.
That's ridiculous, huh?
They burnt us out.
Yeah, I agree.
They burnt us down. They bombed us.
I agree.
They did all that.
I agree, y'all. And they keep attacking.
Yep.
They keep doing it. Like I said, no different from back then to right now today. these people that have been racist against us all along, guess what? They're still racist. They're still racist, and they're going to continue to be racist against us. They're going to continue. It's not going to stop. The sister said 50 years. We've been shooting them just about that long, trying to get along with these people, trying to show them that you're good black people, trying to turn around and fit in and be one with them and go to their Christmas parties and all kinds of stuff you're doing behind them. You're already doing all of their sins like no other. Good night. You can't help yourself. You're doing all of his drugs. You're doing all of his porn. You're doing all of his sex trafficking. You're doing everything that this dude wants you to do. All of it. And it's getting us nowhere. Like, why don't you do that one thing that you just refuse to do, which is walk away from them. Walk away from these people, man. Walk away from them. Turn your back on them and turn around and come join your brothers and your sisters, man, up under Commander General YAHANNA. Because he'll show you how to lead a nation.
Damn right.
He'll show you how to bring people together. He'll show you how to deal with your oppressor. You think we don't deal with them? You think we don't deal with them? Yes, we do. You think we don't deal with the cops? Yes, we do. We get pulled over just like you do out there. Well, I can't stand when they pull me over. Damn, I be pissed off, you know? Because I already know you're stopping me for nothing. I already know you're stopping me for no good doggone reason. But guess what? We deal with them. We deal with them. And it ain't nowhere near what you going through out there in the world. This is what we're trying to tell you. We come together, we can make this on all of us.
Yeah, right.
We can make our situation better. If we would all come together, we can get those brothers and those sisters that's sleeping out on the ground. We could have a place for them to stay. Commander General YAHANNA already is building barracks everywhere in every city in America that we got a school. And we just about at every city, every major city in America. In the country and out the country. If we would all come together, we could fix this problem. We could fix what we are going through.
Right.
You understand? It would be a lot better on our people if we would do that. But you got to get from up under this oppressor, man. You got to get, especially their religion. Ooh, their religion is turning us up the worst. It's turning us up the worst, man. Because guess what? Here we are steady trying to join, and look at what they're doing. 50 doggone years, and they still racist against us. You know what? I'm off of it out. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to get to KC in the morning. You know what I'm saying? In just a few hours. You want to drop something else on that?
Nah, so that's it.
You want to go ahead and close?
Kind of.
Go ahead. You close off.
All right. Well, I will say this. This sister, she a doctor or whatever who wrote this report, and she's smart, but she not that smart. She don't got no wisdom because nothing's changed. Nothing's going to change. You know, you gotta start looking outside of your selfishness. You're selfish if you think you can make the slave master stop being your master. You can't just by, like you said, you going into the cage and with the dogs and the lions and the polar bear, and then saying, please don't bite me. Right. You know, that's all she's doing. That's all what the mayor's doing. Shara Jones and all them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And when you join your oppressor, you start acting like your oppressor. You start misappropriating funds. And you get greedy like they doing. Corey Bush. All them. Same damn thing, man. So I'll end it with that.
God. And listen, the perfect precept to that is envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways, man.
Right.
We shouldn't be as filthy of a people as they are, man.
Right.
The Bible says that our ways are clean, contrary to his.
Mm-hmm.
And the ways that we are supposed to have as a people are found in the Bible. You understand? Those morals that God gave us to follow, that's clean compared to them.
Damn right.
While they're sitting here being LGBTQ and transgender and binary and whatever the hell they doing, we straight. You understand? We straight over here. That's how it's supposed to be. None of us is binary or what gender neutral and all that. Man, no,
Transgender.
Transgender. We ain't supposed to be none of that. We ain't supposed to be no L, G, B, I seen a LGBT AQ. I was like, what the hell is that? They didn't put another letter in there. I got to look that up and see what that is now. So, like I said, they turn around and they are drug addicts and alcoholics. Our oppressors they do everything, man. They do everything evil. Let them do it. But you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, you better return to the Lord. You better change your ways. You understand? You were required by our God to never sin against him. And guess what? That's the best thing for us. That could fix the problems that we face in the Black community. Is our obedience to our God. Not begging these people, not trying to join them, man. That ain't going to fix nothing. You've been doing that for hundreds of years. You've been doing that since you've been here. Trying to please master. It ain't working. It ain't working. And it's not going to work. And with that, Shalom Israel. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Stay tuned. Sunday, we're going in again. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sharpen the Sword Radio. All right. Make sure y'all there. And Shalom.